98.9 WSIP, and as always on a Wednesday morning, we're joined by Johnson County Judge-Executive Mark McKenzie. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Adam. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. How you doing this morning?
Doing very well. Excited to talk about a big event we have in our community coming up, not this weekend, but next. So June 13th and 14th is their 5th annual Johnson County Trail Days. It's our community's opportunity to really put forth our best efforts to make people aware of the great trails and opportunities we've got in our county. And it's not just for our folks, but it's folks that come visit us. And so we're really excited about it. I mean, it's multiple events. Please go to the Johnson County Trail Days Facebook page for all the information. And most importantly, go on there to register for an event, because if you register for the event ahead of time, you get a free T-shirt. Thanks to all of our great sponsors, which we'll talk about next week, Adam. We'll really push our sponsors out there. We've got some great presenting sponsors, as well as a lot of folks really supporting this. And one group that's supporting this, because last year I think that we had 14 community partners, I believe, 14. In this event. Last year. One of those is the Johnson County Trail Towns, and Lara is the catalyst for Johnson County Trail Towns, and they're hosting. I can't tell you off the top of my head how many events, but they're hosting 8 events, during Johnson County Trail Days on June 13th and 14th, and we're going to start on Friday night out at Paintsville Lake with some events out there, and then pretty much all day Saturday, wrapping up with a really great concluding event behind the Stafford House on Saturday evening with live music, free music, and then also be some food trucks, so make sure you show up for that. It's obviously free to attend the event, but obviously you can help financially support the food trucks that are there too by purchasing from them. But it's a great event. So we want to briefly talk and touch on these 8 events.
8 events
that Johnson County Trail Towns is going to be hosting for us.
And the 5th year, can you believe that?
I know. That's great.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
It started out just a little, let's highlight trails, and now we're 5 years in and 14 partners, and I don't know how many sponsors.
Yeah, I mean we've got.
The attendance was so good last year.
I think we ordered 600 T-shirts last year, and I think we're already anticipating an increase of that this year. So
that's wild.
That's great. So,
it is. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful opportunity for us all to come together and highlight something that's just. We're just inundated with trails and outdoor activities and things to do outside, and we're so blessed. So we have. On Friday night, Island Time. Mm-hmm. So we're having a little kayak event out there. We're gearing this toward the kids, the mid-range age group. So they'll get in the kayak and they'll paddle out and they'll paddle back. And we have a little necklace with a kayak on it for them to make and take home. Just fun stuff. Yeah. And we get to take advantage of that beautiful ramp.
Absolutely.
That makes kayaking so much easier.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's geared toward the kids, but it's really a family event. We want everyone to come out, and there's no charge. Yeah. We'll have kayaks available there and the little necklace for a craft, and just a fun Friday evening activity. And there's so many other things going on out there.
Yeah, we'll talk about those next week, but there's a lot of things going on in addition to just what Laura's talking about.
Right.
With the trail towns.
You can make a whole Friday evening
easily.
of it easily, and it's just one event that will be going on during that time. And then on Saturday, we have our traditional things. We have the horse ride on the lake out there. The horse riders call that the Paint Creek Trail. And I want to just brag on our horse chairman, Randy Adams, and his group. After the storms of the spring, it was a lot of downed trees and washouts, and they've just worked really hard, and the trail looks amazing.
That's great.
So folks will gather at the state park and across the road from the rescue center and park up, and they'll take a trail ride out on the lake, around the lake there, and wander back in. And I think there'll be some food going on down at the marina for them to have some lunch and things like that.
Very good.
So that's going on. And then we also have a hike out at Hell's Half Acre.
Okay.
Now, everybody in Johnson County, has heard Hell's Half Acre, but they really don't know where it is.
Right.
So it's out in the Oil Springs area, and you'll meet out at Oil Springs School. That'll be the park-up place at 9 o'clock, and then venture out to where the hike begins. And it's about a 2.5-hour, 3-hour hike. And it is absolutely some lovely country.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Picklesheimer will be leading that hike,
Great.
and Janie Blair, and that'll be a great opportunity to figure out where Hell's Half Acre is.
So far we're riding horses and we're walking.
We also have on Saturday morning the interpretive hike at the Jenny Wiley Falls, which it's always been a crowd pleaser. Folks
Yeah.
love that. They love to learn the history, and much like Hell's Half Acre, there's a good number of our population that have never seen it.
I know.
and so it's an opportunity for them to come out and see that. The trail itself, thanks to the hard work of the fiscal court, is manageable. It is not, however, wheelchair or stroller friendly. All age groups can enjoy that trail, and we'll go down into the falls and talk about the history of our legend, Jenny Wiley. So that's always a well-received event.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then out at Thealka Park, the ever-popular water obstacle course inflatable.
Yeah.
I think last year our youth engagement coordinator, Rebecca Taylor, accounted for somewhere in the arena of 300 to 400 kids that enjoyed that. So, so we're looking for, and now word's out. So this year we're looking for that to even be a larger number. And much like the lake, there'll be a lot of other things going on out there, and somebody can really take advantage of that kid-centric activity and the other activities going on and make an afternoon out of it.
Absolutely.
So I'll see then. At 2 o'clock, we'll take off from Van Leer Camp and Ride, and we will fly your flag ride on the Butcher Holler Backwoods Trail because it's Flag Day.
Okay.
And side-by-side riders like to decorate.
Yeah.
So we're going to add that element to it, and everybody will be decked out in their American flags, and we'll take a ride on the trail. So we have Butcher Holler Backwoods, which is part of the larger 20-county First Frontier Appalachian Trails. And we're doing some new things on the trails out there with regard to trash collection and signage and making it more user-friendly. And we look forward to, we've already had a lot of response outside of the county, folks wanting to come and join us for that ride. So we look forward to that. Let's see, where are we at? Wow.
Then you're going to have a parade, right?
After the ride, we will parade into the events at the Stafford House, which last year we thought was just a wonderful venue.
Yes.
Wonderful venue to have. There was so much room there, and the music was great, and we were all up on the hill. It was if you didn't get to experience it last year, come out and do it this year.
Yeah.
You'll be impressed. It was fun.
Yeah. So one of our key community partners is Johnson County Trail Towns, Adam, and they are hosting, as she just shared, several events and at several locations. But it's all here in Johnson County, and it highlights the wonderful opportunities we have right here at home.
Yeah. So Johnson County Trail Days, again, that's not this weekend, that's next weekend.
June 13th and 14th starts on Friday evening out at the lake. Everything is at Paintsville Lake on Friday evening, and then obviously scattered throughout the county at multiple locations on Saturday. But check the Johnson County Trail Days Facebook page. You can also find more details there and on the Johnson County Trail Towns Facebook page. So take a look at both of those, but also make sure that you get registered for these events.
Get your T-shirt.
Get your T-shirt.
Wow, those shirts are cool this year.
Yeah, they really are.
They
this
are.
Year, yeah. So make sure you get registered online through the portal there, registration form.
And I want to invite folks, even if you can't go out for the ride, if you can't go out and ride that afternoon, come and join us for the parade. Yeah. It's always a lot of fun to roll into town as a group, and we would welcome you to come to Van Leer Camp and Ride and come and ride with us into town.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then downtown Paintsville, what time on Saturday evening do you think that parade will
6
roll
o'clock.
in? 6 o'clock.
It goes like 6 to 9, I think, on Saturday evening.
Has an awesome band that we had last year. They just do a wonderful job.
We
and
have
food
them.
trucks.
We have them staying longer this year, I believe, than last year because everyone was kind of disappointed when they wrapped up because they were
like, "Oh man!"
Because it was just a great. I mean, the whole environment was just great.
It was.
So I think we've extended them this year. So So next week, Adam, we'll run through the list of all the events just to recap them very quickly for everybody so that they know what's going on. And again, go to those Facebook pages and find out the details. It's a great opportunity.
It is. And on our Facebook page, you can also see what other events we have scheduled, multiple events. Check the page out and come out and join us.
Yeah, that's great.
Great opportunities.
Thank you very much, Laura. And
Thank
Judge,
you.
Thanks.
I know
Thank
you're
you,
back
Judge.
tomorrow.
I am back tomorrow. We're talking about another event that's huge in our community that is going to happen this upcoming weekend. So, I'll be back tomorrow to talk about that.
That'll be at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning right here, 98.9 WSIP.